Greetings, boys and gits. Welcome aboard. So, Bad Moon Bill, Underdog Painting, Dave Dog, all in the house. Poke's in the house. Jigs is in the house. Alright, guys. Bad Moon Bill says, how are you, Dread? I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. What I am doing today, my focus, the attention. Let me know if there's any problems with the audio, by the way, because we've had problems there before, so just let me know. Yeah, focus of tonight is I want to get some painting done, right, on my 1500 points list. I have sort of said to myself that I want to get it done by the end of, well, what we're being told is probably the end of the lockdown. So we are all locked down in the UK and Ireland until the 5th of March. So I've sort of said to myself, well, I want to get my 1500 point list done by then, so that if we are free to move, I can go and challenge the other war bosses to some battles, which is the total plan. So I'm sort of pushing myself to get done. Now, I've got myself my own mini deadline before that, which is this Wednesday. The reason that that's a deadline for me is because Wednesday I'm going to be quite busy, because I'll be setting up my printer there with member of the community, Gary's going to give me a hand. So we're going to be setting that up on the Wednesday, but I've also got a delivery arriving on the Wednesday of oil paints. There's a couple of oil paints that I didn't realise I didn't have. So I've got some Winsor & Newton oil paints here. This is the Burnt Sienna. I didn't have any black, and I didn't have any purple either. I've got like 10 or 12 of these, but I've got a big white one as well, but I haven't got any black. So I want to do some oil washing. So I want to get all of the vehicles in the 1500 point list to the point that they are ready for oil washing. So all of the, so far, like for example on this one, we've had a Zenithal priming that looked very much, oh hello, don't break it, looked very much like on this one here. So you had a dark brown from underneath, a dark brown rust, going up to a sort of mid-tone rust, and then a sort of a lighter one from top. This one's at the almost there stage, because I didn't do the dry brushing on that one yet, so it's not quite to the same stage, but it's close. Oh, another example would be this one Death Copter that I haven't started laying any paint on yet, and it's also got a sort of a Zenithal undercoat, as you can see there. So yeah, the tank here, it had that, right? So then I used that to then give a nice variation on that red. That red is actually only just a couple of passes of the same red through an airbrush. I haven't highlighted or shaded it at all. I haven't used 2 shades of red or 3 shades of red or anything. It's just 1 shade of red laid over. I did use some chipping medium, so I've chipped it up already a little bit. Now everything else looks killer bright. See how bright this is. We're going to work on this today, on the colours, making them have a little bit of shade and highlight, because I could only really, from the Zenithal, get the one colour, the red, with that. Everything else is being painted on old school style, pretty flat, and then highlighted. But I'm doing it very, very bright and vivid, as you can see. Reason being is because I say I'm going to be using oil washes, and they're going to knock the living crap out of that brightness. They're really going to tone it down. And then I'm going to be using streaking effects and pigments. So I'm going to be really knocking it back. So I want it to be bright to start with, because I need somewhere to work back from. So yeah, it does look a bit sort of garish, but same way as the truck. I'll show you the truck at the moment, another one we're working on at the moment. So the truck's looking pretty kind of garish. I've done some modulation in like the panels, like this metal one. See, it's hard really for it to pick it up very well. I started doing it with the metals at least. The green and the red, I haven't done anything. I just literally just touched them with a bit of green ink, or it might have been a contrast. No, it might have been it might have just actually been this P3 watered down heavily. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Might have even been a scorpion green. I can't remember. But it was just to mark it out as somewhere I wanted colour, really. So just ignore the green and the red areas at the moment, not really properly done. Although this has got this red sort of more done on this. I did some chipping on this. Still got some more colour to add on this in a few places. But that's the wrecking ball, the magnetic wrecking ball. yeah, it's got, I'll show you the front. Ugh, bit hard. Right, it's done some on the ram as well. Done some crackle effect. That ram's going to get a lot of wear and tear going on it yet. Obviously, so is the front. It's going to get a lot more wear and tear yet. But yeah, I'm sort of getting to a stage where it's, you know, nearly ready for me to say, all right, I can now hit it with oils. So once I've got these two done, I've also got the larger battle wagon to do. This one, the cruiser one. Hard to really show you. I'll show you on this camera, probably easier. Look, it's a big boy. Them wheels on it. So yeah, I've got that to do as well, and the 2 death copters, and then also in with vehicles and armour, I would actually throw the mega knobs in that same bracket too, because I'm going to be wanting to do them. So yeah, I'll try and get as far as I can by Wednesday, so that when them oils arrive, I can start playing with oils. So let's see what people are saying. So red one goes faster is in as well. Jude Ashbury is in. Who else have we got? Rivets and Dackers in. Hello, mate. And yeah, what are people saying? Captain Dread Warser, how's your day going? And what you're planning on painting? Well, that's what I was just discussing. Yeah, I was just discussing what I'm painting. So I'm going to get everything to a stage of ready for oils to knock the crap out of the colours, basically. So that's where we're going. So I've got the wet palette out. See, Captain Dreads, called Captain Arties. I put in there with you. Get that out. There's the wet palette. Anyway, it's a nice clean one. It's only got a bit of black on there, which I think is still wet, and that's been on there almost a week. Yeah, it's still wet in one place at least. Anyway, cool. So we've got the wet palette ready. So what's everyone else painting and doing today? Because this is a hobby hangout after all. Hopefully some of you are doing a little bit of hobby. What you been up to? Ooh, Cruiser Battle Wagon, says Red Ones. Well, yeah, I've got to get on with that. I didn't do any chipping fluid on that one. Because I'm going to do it all after. It's not going to be as worn. It's going to, you know, because it's a rather snazzy wagon anyway, you know. So for the freebooters, I'd say that's probably their pride and joy, that wagon, because it's got a massive loud engine on it, massively oversized wheels and that. You know, it's really over the top, and yeah, that's why I think they definitely love that wagon, and they probably do look after it a good bit. And it's yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it'll still be rough looking, but not as rough as everything else, I suppose. Poke is working on his second kill tank. He's found some tracks. Well, I suppose you've got to move on to say it now you've done your squig. If you don't know, Poke Cactus there has been working on a fantastic scratch-built squig-off that he's entering into the January challenge. If you don't know about the January challenge, you're too late. Well, you've got till 12 o'clock midnight, so yeah, unless you can paint, show us a squig that you're going to work on, convert, paint, whatever you're going to do, and then paint it, before and after picture, preferably. Tell us a little bit about it and all the rest. But yeah, basically, the January challenge was to build a squig, anything squig related. I think single miniature. So I'm going to be judging that one. So tomorrow, once everything's closed and the other admins have closed the Discord page where you can enter them, once that's been done, I will be judging them tomorrow. And I will make a little video for Brack there, because you can follow the progress of the whole competition over on Brack the Warboss's channel. So I will be making a little video sort of to send to him so that he can feature Dread giving the results of the competition. So check that out on Brack's channel, right? If you don't know about Brack the Warboss already, which I'm sure most of you guys do, but there might be a few viewers that aren't in the live stream chat there. Brack's channel can be found in my on my channel. If you go to my channel and you scroll down, I've got recommended channels. I've got too many recommended channels for it to always show the ones that I've got recommended. So like if you don't see him there, maybe refresh the page and go back down, and it should show him. But otherwise, just tap Brak, B-R-A-K, D-A, Warboss into YouTube, and you'll find him. And give him a follow, give him a subscription, and check out the videos he's been making about the other challenges, because you might be interested in getting involved. Because we have, I won't spill the beans yet, but we have a new challenge coming for February, of course we do, and that will also be announced on Brak's channel. We've sort of decided on what we're doing. I just don't think I'm allowed to tell you just yet. So, because we still haven't finished and closed this one, so don't want to give people a day head start or anything like that. I'm going to be taking part as well, so I can't judge this next one, because I think I'm going to have a go. I fancy having a go, so I'm going to get involved. So, any of you want to get involved in the February challenge, then don't forget you're coming up against Dread, alright? So, bring it, bring it! Yeah, do. Make sure you bring it. All of you, get involved. And, not to mention the fact that Geargutz gives away prizes, so, you know, it's not just to show off and pit yourself against some of the other great builders and painters in the community. It's also so that you could possibly win a prize. So it's definitely worthwhile. Take part. If you don't know who Geargutz is by now, I don't know where you've been. You should know. But Geargutz mekshop, go and check it out if you don't know already. There's actually a link in my description where you can get a little bit of discount, and you can help Dread out too, because anyone buying through my link helps Dread Wargaming just that little bit. I'll get a small commission on that. So, oh, I needed that. I've got no milk either, so I'm drinking black coffee at the moment. So. Move that oil paint out of the way. Right, I still had a little bit of metallics I wanted to do. I need my I need a dry palette for that, or maybe a little dish. No, I've got a little dish there. So where's my painting box gone? Where's that gone? There it is. Right, I'm gonna have to move that drawer out there. Slide that down there. Bit of trickery, jiggery pokery. Hang on. There we are. Boom. Painting sundries box. Ugh. Let's have a little look. Have we got a palette in here that is clean? Most of my palettes are over at the sink needing to be washed up. I know that. Oh, there's a couple in here. Oh, do you know? No, I like that one for washes. We go for that one. That one will do nice. Oh, sugar. Oh, see that? I managed not to swear. My mum will be so proud. Right, so. Oh, jeez. It's got a bit of fluff and dust in there as well. Give it a little wipe around with the old fingeroo. So what's people saying? Rivet says, got the lurk, but managing to assemble my Cromlech rock concert stage, which will be part of my Blood Bowl Stadium. Nice, mate. I've got the same thing, and I was thinking the same thing. I've had that for a while, actually. I've been meaning to put it together because it is a great kit. I just haven't had the time yet. I've been working on other Cromlech miniatures anyway, so... God, jeez. Would you look at that? That's just the palette that's made that go so dull. Wow. We was discussing this in the Discord the other night, that how bright this is on the camera. And then if you put something else down that's like bright, how dull the camera goes. Check that out. See? There you go, Essex. Managed to capture it, bud. He was asking the other day, did you manage to capture it? And we couldn't get it to happen again. But there you go. Done it. So it doesn't matter what it is. It was a bright packet of sweets the other day that did it. So there you go. Oh. So what else? Gar's also saying tabletop scenics. Oh, MDF kits are awesome. Yeah, they are, mate. Yeah. Kobe, good evening all. Hello, Kobe. Bad Moon Bill says is cleaning up mould lines on 33 boys. Ugh. Death Dread and 5 looters just trying to get the beginnings of my war started. Well, that's interesting. We was just talking the other day about the one good thing that might very well come out of if we get new boys and new orcs and stuff. That although the aesthetic might not please everybody right away, I think one thing that will please everybody right away will be that we won't have so many ghastly mould lines. I mean, we've got a lot of love for our kits, and you know, we're scared of change because we're afraid to lose the customizability, I believe. But there is a real need for new kits, for that being a very good reason. The mould lines are awful, really bad. What else? Yeah, he's also doing... oh no, that's what he's doing. What am I on? Pope went to the store for fake nails and found a tracked construction truck. Oh, for your kill tank. Nice one, mate. Jude says Steve-O made a video on Geargutz ranged. Good video. Highly recommend watching it. Yes, it is a good video, and I like the fact that in that video he's actually able just to go, what page? Just go page 10, page 15, page 25, page 33. Just clicking through randomly at pages and finding something awesome on every, well, more than something awesome on every page. There's just loads of really cool stuff. It's definitely inspired me, actually. There's a good few more things on there since I last looked, and I was like, oh gee, yeah, no, I definitely want some of this stuff, I really do. I especially like, myself personally, Geargutz. I know Steve-O said the same thing, actually, that he really likes the Geargutz vehicles. I do too, particularly the ones that he's deliberately left space on so you can add your own details. So I like that on miniatures. Like some miniatures, right? I love this miniature I'm about to show you, of course. I've already shown it you once anyway. This Cromlech Dackerjet is incredible. I love it, right? But you know how much Dread likes to convert and stuff. Look at how busy that is. I couldn't add anything to that. I mean, it's a beautiful shape anyway, so I didn't want to change the shape of it. I'm happy with the shape of it. I've just magnetised the little wings, the flaps, them bits, so they magnetically hold up when they're in the right position. Didn't do that with the tail, which I had done. Could go back in and do it now, I suppose, but not really. A bit pain in the bum, so I'm just going to leave it. I've magnetised all these Dacker guns as well. I'm going to run it with 6. This will be in my 2,000 point list, this one. But yeah, it's really busy. Really, really busy. There's nowhere really to add anything, so I didn't. So I suppose they win in a sense because I didn't fiddle with their toy, but I'm not as happy with it for that reason. Like, it's beautiful, it is. It's just as soon as I scratch build one myself, I'm going to use my scratch built one or one that I've managed to convert from someone else's. So what I'm saying is what I like with Geargutz stuff, a lot of the vehicles aren't too busy. So I can print one of them, or I can buy one of them, and I can get my plastic card out, and I can, like, obviously won't be able to glue with polystyrene cement, but if I the areas that I want to work on with plastic card, if I first sort of super glue or with some 2-part epoxy or something, I actually affix some thin plastic card to it that, and then I can glue to, then I can work away. I can do my own thing with it. I'm actually doing a cheeky little bit of converting with some Geargutz stuff at the moment, but we'll keep that between us. What's being said? Mostly Zen says Orks versus Sharks was fun to write. Oh yeah, mate, go and watch it. Anyone that hasn't, on Epic Narrator 40k. Go and check out Mostly Zen's lore about the shark attack gun. I was listening to it this morning. It's good, so I've put it in my community shoutouts. So go and check that out if you haven't already. It's worth a watch. Just don't do it until I finish streaming. All right. Slev says he's pleased to say that I don't need any more boy. What? That'd be stupid. He's got 410 over 21 mobs. Well, that's all right, isn't it? It's a good start. It's definitely a good start. Hats off to you, mate. That's a lot. I hope 410. Are they all painted, Slev? Are they actually all painted? Mostly Zen says wah. Dissun says wah. Jude says wah. Everybody says wah. Yeah, including Dread. Mostly Zen says thanks, Dread. I'll post a link in the comments too. Do that, mate. Go for it. Oh, Big Bad Beardo. Hello, Big Bad Beardo. He's just bought a Gorkanaut. Well done, mate. That's a lovely model. I would love to get another one. I've got one, and I started doing something with LEDs inside it, and then I've chucked it in a box. It's in one of my unfinished vehicles boxes up the top there. So I want to get another one because I definitely want more than one anyway. So yeah, that's on my hit list. In fact, I sort of said to Dim the other day, the hobby git, I said, look, mate, if I can make an order of some Games Workshop stuff and have it sent to you, because now the tariffs and whatnot between the EU and the UK are all over the place. So I've just thought, well, while there's probably a chance that some Ork kits are going to disappear, I might get him to actually order some bits in for me. Maybe a battle wagon, a Gorkanaut, a truck, some boys, or maybe the start collecting set, because I do actually want another Dread. So yeah, I'll get some more knobs as well. Cool, why not? I've got loads of them, but yeah, sure, when don't you want some more knobs, I suppose. I could do knobs in trucks. That's a cool thing to do one day. That'd be fun. Or knobs in battle wagons or something like this. Anyway, long story short, there's a bunch of bits I want, and I'm going to ask him to get them over there for me. So yeah, that's one of the things, a Gorkanaut, because they're awesome, mate. They're a really good model. So, anyway, without further ado, without me distracting myself any further, Slev's got 390 of them painted so far. Alright, mate. Well, you've only got 20 to go, so I suppose that's what you're sitting, chilling, doing right now. Duke says, have I done any more Gaslands stuff? Not since that last video, mate. No. The one that I released there just recent. I haven't done anything more with that. I've been focused entirely. In fact, I'm doing it already. I'm distracting myself, but yeah. I've got a good few videos in the pipeline at the moment. I've got the China versus Forge World one, which is pretty much done. I've just got some post-editing to do, and then I will stick that one out for the members, and then that one will go live for everybody else a few days later. I've also got what other videos I've got? I've been working on 3 or 4 at the moment, so they're coming. I've just also been busy with trying to get this painting done, really. It's been my main priority, and trying to fix my sleep pattern, because I keep managing to be up till 4 or 5 a.m. So not much good. Epic Narrator's in the house, and he says, thanks for giving me a shout out earlier with the shark attack gun. No problem, mate, not at all. Like I said to the guys, it's in my community tab there if you want to check it out, and also Mostly Zen is going to stick a comment in the comments of the video as well, so you'll be able to see it there. Right, so without further ado, is there any more areas of metal that I was going to do on that? Bum. So, I think I was good for that when other than under there, so I will remember that. Gonna want some black on there and all. No more of that silver though. Alright, it's probably not going to be you then, my friend. It might be you. This one here. I think this one will be the one. So, yeah, there's definitely some silver work to be done on this yet. So, definitely around these frames and stuff. Right, so, boom. 3 silvers that this night, I mostly be using Game Air, Gunmetal, Silver, and Chainmail Silver. In fact, I'll be doing them in that order there, see, because they go up in scale. So, probably not going to need the light one just yet, actually, at all. So I'll leave that one off. Just go with the mid-tone and the dark one. I didn't show you that one, did I? Yeah, right, cool. Don't want too much on my palette. Oh, palette's gonna take all the colour away from the screen, isn't it? I have to remember that. Done that one, and a bit of the dark one. Can you guys hear that I've got music playing or not? I wonder. Don't worry, I'm shaking the paint. Right. Gary's been printing up a load of vehicles as late with lots of looting. Nice. You can show them to me on Wednesday, mate. We're going to do a video call. I was just telling the guys. I'm going to set up my printer and you can show me what you've been printing. Right, paintbrush that is. Alright-ish. All the paintbrushes what I use for all the paintbrushes that I use for metallics generally will be. Remember, we're on YouTube now, Artie. Dread. Good at this, aren't I? Mostly be naff brushes that are, you know, they were. Oh, actually, that one's actually sable. Oh, I didn't realise. But yeah, that was a naff brush though. I mean, it's pretty much had it, like, you know what I mean? I might look after it a little bit more now I read that. I didn't realise that one was actually sable. Right, not that one then. That's alright. One of these Naffy Games Workshop ones is a fine example, because as soon as you start using them, they start a-curling. So they're just going to be what I'm using for the metallics. Simple as that. So, I'm going in with some dark silver. I'll move it to a place where you can actually see what I'm doing. Like that. So I'm going to go in with this darker metal underneath this rim here. Any response on the old music? Jude says, do I have any opinions on RTLW miniatures? Mostly only good ones, mate, to be honest. I've done a proper full review. So if you want to, I literally have looked at all of the Ork range. There's a few bits that I haven't looked at that are new, that I will be looking at soon. But yeah, most of the Ork range there I've reviewed. So if you check out my third-party focus series, you'll see it in there. Subtle. So what I'm going for is subtle. So I'm sort of blending on the spot. So see, that's gone a bit darker there. Now I'm going to get some lighter silver, the mid-tone, sort of just bring it down here and then rub a bit off and then just sort of blend the two together a little bit. See? Might have to come back over it a bit in a little while, but it's basically what we're going around doing around all of this that hasn't been done, and you can clearly see it hasn't been done. You can see I have done a naff job with that one, probably need to redo it. I haven't really particularly picked a particular method. Some of these are sort of shaded in a sort of corner to corner sense, and some are top to bottom sense. You see, like there's a top to bottom next to a corner to corner, but I don't really actually think it's going to matter too much or make too much of a bloody difference once I start hitting it with oils and stuff like that. One day I might look at it and laugh at myself, but you know, for now, I'm content. You know, I'm happy not to have picked either way. Both's good enough. This dark is not really going to sit very well on this particular frame, I don't think. I think the mid-tone's going to be better. Maybe a bit more. No, actually, I'm going to go light up there. I'll probably go dark down here then. So yeah, can you hear the music? I wonder. Has anyone said? Loving the truck, Dread, says Disun. And Epic Narrator says it's subtle. Thank you, mate. Very quiet, says Gary. Alright, cool. Well, that's all right. I can turn it up a little bit. I was just worried that I was drowning myself out of it. The only thing with using this naff brush is that you've got to be really careful because all them frayed hairs end up on the yellow where you don't want them. That's the trade-off. Use a naff brush, but there you go. Jesus, they're good at catching a dripping, aren't they? I do actually paint left and right-handed, but not so much when I'm doing detail, more right-handed for detail, which is different in everything else that I do. I'm mostly left-handed. It's just painting really and writing that I do more right-handed, just because of school days, you know, being forced. Alright, I'll have a bit of that bright one then. Let's have a little bit of that bright one. Right. Jude says he's got the Iron Boss and Hangry, the Boss's Squig. Really nice models. Really nice models, those ones. The only ones that I didn't really particularly fancy were the Commandos. Now, I don't have a problem with Orks losing some of that weird contorted shape that they have. It's fine if they address it a bit, but still maintain an element of hulking, hunching beast. They were too upright for me, so I did actually demonstrate how I've actually modified them. I've converted them to make them fit more with my Orks. So I've given them some legs off the flash kits. I'll show you in a short while. Probably around about there. Something like that. A little bit more of that mid-tone there to blend that out. So I'm barely even touching it, like, you know what I mean? Don't make the music drown out your mumblings. Okay. My mumblings, I wasn't really projecting my voice properly, I've got to be honest. That is chaos painting with both hands, says Epic Narrator. Well, I can do all that colour like this. When I'm painting these the bigger panels, it's fine. It's just the finer lines. It's much easier for the right hand to do straight. So I mean, but I can paint with the left as well. So when I get bored, that's what I tend to do. Just keep switching between them. Give myself a bit of challenge. Right, where else? Up and around here. Ambidextrous is another word for two girlfriends. Oh, well, I'm actually going left now, but my left's a bit shaky there, see. Really want to get it in that gap back there, though. Yeah, put my finger there. Bit more of that, please. So quick drying metallic paint, like even on the palette. Like, I mean, I've got it warm in here. I've got a stove on. It always tends to dry really quick. Ah, crap. Oh, right, it's only a slight edging. That's all right. Got a little bit on the yellow paintwork, but it's all right. It's no biggie. Can live with that bit. Let's get some more dark on there. Oh, I already did under there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Don't need to go there again, but I will go in a bit darker up around the top of there. Yeah, and then I think we'll reinforce the dark on that edge there a little bit, up in there. Certainly under here. But again, I'll be able to touch that with oils and do a lot of that, so I don't want to overdo it. Right, I've got a sort of defined line between the light and dark on that. It's kind of half of the camera to really pick it up, but there's a lighter side to this metal and a darker side to it. Do want to work a little bit more on the transitions on this and get it a bit prettier. Fluffing it out a little bit, feathering it out. This is the little bit of the darker on the brush, not very much though, pretty much dry brush. Yeah, get some more in there and all. As well, sorry, as well, not an all, an all, an all. What school of English did you go to, sir? Right, mid-tone, yeah, wipe a bit off, get a bit in there. Oh, a bit heavy. Crap. Ah, you live and learn. I'll come back over that in a minute. Get a bit more mid-tone in here. Oh, a bit too much again. It's alright, no issue. Get a bit off. Right, it's fine. I can reinforce that again. That's a bit too light. Too much of it on the brush still, that's why. Alright, God, that paint don't taste so good. Zen says that that's the greater connectivity in your corpus callosum, Dread, linking the two hemispheres of your brain. Wow, wow, wow! It's all the mushrooms will take. Oh, I didn't say that. Well, actually, there's many kinds of beneficial herbal mushrooms and blah, 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 blah. Cut yourself some slack, Dread. You didn't say nothing wrong. Bit of light silver in there. More painting, less talking. Getting less trouble that way. I think we will go light about there and all. Yeah. Now blend that down. Army painter washes taste the worst. They're not very nice, are they? Strong tone has got a real zang. It's bad that we know. We shouldn't know. There's no reason that we should know. We shouldn't be eating it. Well, it's a little bit more natural. We're getting there. It's harder on flat panels than it is other areas, I think. Yeah, it's kind of more happy with that. I need to get in on this as well. Smear that out. Better. Also there as well. Smoothing that out, smoothing that out. That's a bit more of a right hand job, that one. Now, I've not really got much paint on this brush at all, and it's a bit of mid-tone. I'm just going around, just smoothing it out a little bit. Just take away where it looks too forced. I think with this bit here, it looks kind of forced, but then it also looks like it's scratched, and it almost looks like it's curved around. Even though it's flat, so I'll leave that as it is. I've got this piece under here. What are people saying? So, herbal mushrooms, mushroom infused paints, money maker right there. You can have that one for free. Of course you would try it, Jigs. Paint and mash. On his models, of course, says Jigs. Gary says, I had a painting site ask if you had accidentally drunk your wash teacup. Oh, well, that can be easily done. That is why nowadays I don't use a mug for painting ever. Don't do that to yourself. Because if you've got an old mug, you're like, oh yeah, well the handle broke, I use this now for dipping my paintbrushes in and I'll be fine. But thing is you won't, because it looks like a mug still. So you're going to pick up your coffee mug and you're going to put your paintbrushes in that, and then you're going to sip on it. A cup of tea, it go horrible. Or coffee or whatever you're drinking. So what I've got now is I've got this one. It's very obviously definitely just a painting water pot. Got that one, and I have actually got one of them Games Workshop ones, but they're too piddly. Like, they're nice because they've got the brush holdery bits in them, but it's too piddly small. Like, I mean, if I'm just doing some fine detail work, fine, sure. But this one's the one that does all the. It's the workhorse, that one. So we got some dark on, haven't we? That's where we was going. Yeah, a bit dark. So we go up there in the dark. Oh. No, I'm not gonna. Again, I was just splashed over the edge just slightly. Just, you can't even see it. It's so minutely. Yeah, you can't see it anyway. But I'm gonna leave it because it won't matter. I'm gonna do so much weathering down there, down the bottom edge. I mean, that's why I didn't bother to going in any further with the yellow and stuff and reinforce it down there, because realistically on this bottom part, it's gonna be filth. It's going to be filth. Right, so, mid-tone. There you are. A little bit of that one. And that's how they look on the palette, boys and gits. I just don't want to leave the palette in the view. There's a darker one, a mid one, and a light one. Just don't want to have it in the camera view, because you can see what it's doing to the colour. I've watched a few people's streams before where they've been having trouble actually with, you know, like saying, oh, well, it looks a lot more green than this in real life. Like, you can't really tell, but it's a lot more green. And I think that might be part of the problem. It might have something else that's too bright under the camera that's causing it. Like, I'm no camera photography expert or nothing like that, but it's just something I discovered the other day when I was chatting to the guys on Discord and doing a bit of painting. So, it's worth being aware of. A bit brighter than that. Yeah, more like it. Yeah. Oh, come on, you git. Give me a bit of silver. I just want to tap on that bit there. Yeah. Gotcha. Right. So we're saying absolute shine edges there. Yeah, that's about right. I'm happy with that. Yeah, now I get a bit of that mid-tone on that. Bum 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 bum. Won't do your brushes much good either. What's that? Eating the paint. Be the paint. It's that classic move. Feel the paint. Be the paint. Eat the paint. You guys are going mad in the comments there, aren't you? Hey? Have some fun. I'm just reading your comments there, just seeing if there's anything. If you particularly want to ask me something, put at Dread, because then it might draw my attention to it a little bit easier. At the moment, it's mostly only Gary's that stand out, because Gary's a channel member. Oh, and there's Steve-O. Hey, hey. Everyone on their best behaviour. The big man's in the house. So yeah, we want to get some more mid-tone. Steve-O, we're working with 3 tones of silver here. We've got some light, some mid and some dark. I'm just leaving this white thing off the camera, because look, check out what it does. Look, so as I move it, way brighter. So yeah, a good example actually is with the tank. It's way easier to see. Look, check this out. Alright, see how bright and beautiful that is looking? Bright and beautiful. Ugh. So yeah, that's why the palette is staying out of the way. So where was I? I was on this, and I want some mid-tone, and I want to just get some off the brush, and then I don't really want to feff with that line too much, because it's quite spot on. Just want to just feather it just a little bit, just between that lightest silver and that darkest silver. There we are, that's it. You're not going to really be able to see it, you guys, but I'm just feathering the defined line between the two. Where are we on this one? So come around here between the dark and the light, so about there. Particularly there needs a bit. It's a bit heavy there. Just want to make sure that the transition between the light and the dark silver is not as friggin' messy as it is there. Look. Might need a bit more play around there. I missed that. It's alright. It's looking a bit more natural. Yeah. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Right, what other bits haven't I transitioned? I haven't done anything with this top edge because I wasn't sure. Like, I think just the one flat silver on that is fine. If I go trying to do lighty darky on that, it could be a bit of a mess. So, or maybe I'll darken up around that back edge there a little bit. See how quick I changed my mind. Okay, let's get in there with the darker one. Behind that box is going to be a git, especially with this beat up old horrible brush. Say beat up old horrible brush, like this Games Workshop brush was fairly new not so long ago. Like, I mean, I just had it sat there on the rack. I was like, oh look, there's a GW one. I'll use that because I know that won't last 5 minutes anyway. Never again. Just never. We'll never buy into their brushes again. It's just sometimes when, you know, I'm desperate, I ain't got access sometimes, like when the town was open before, there is a place I could go in the town and there's a hobby shop and get some brushes, you know, it's either that or go to the art shop, and it was a bit further out of town, but I mean, I'd rather get this sort of, I had one here, where was I using? Yeah, so like the Winsor & Newton Galleria ones, and the other ones, the watercolour ones as well, the other series, where are they? Oh, that's a Dalla Rowney. No, where's that gone? Oh yeah, no, that's... Well, that's Humbrol brush is alright as well. I quite like that one actually. That's a size 8. That's a quite handy brush actually. I like that one, but no, it's not the one I was looking for. I had another Aquafine one anyway. Oh yeah, that's what that one was, wasn't it? Oh yeah, but that's not really for messing about with metallics because it is actually sable, isn't it? The Aquafines. Yeah. Yeah, Games Workshop ones for metallics because yeah, you're gonna fucking ruin the brush anyway. You might as well use a brush that's gonna be ruined within 5 minutes of being used anyway. So yeah, that's where we got to. Want some darker metallics? Done that, don't we? We've already got some in there. A little bit more definition maybe on these guns. There's not much paint on that now. It's drying out very quick. I know I'm dabbing a lot of it off, but I don't want to go mad. No. There we are. That's got it in there. Yeah. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. Nice. That was a bit sloppy. So we'll just go down in that bottom corner on that one. Pick that spot there. Come in with a bit of mid-tone in a second on these guns. So yeah, we've gone brassy there, so we go dark up in that corner there. And there. Nice. Right, get a little bit of a mid-tone on that. Bomb, bomb, bomb. I'm fairly sure that Steve-O is working on a video himself tonight, and I don't know if he's putting it out tonight, but keep an eye out. Oh yeah, the other side. Under there. That's alright actually, quite like that. Oh jeez, that's a bit bright. Should have not done that. It's too bright, it's too bright. Ugh. Too bright. This playlist I've got playing might get a little repetitive because it's only about 8 tracks long. It's my friend's band. They're called the Deadly Tremors. Some of you have heard their music a few times before because I've played it in live streams before. People seem to like it, so I thought I'd stick it on again. I'm going to get on the old Twitch streaming as well. I've been setting up an account and sort of watching a few people and watching Scar and watching a few other people, just see how it sort of works. I'll see the War Mistress as well. A couple of people on there. Just keeping an eye on it and seeing if I can negotiate my way around it. It's all new stuff. I mean, but then setting up this here, what you're looking at now, this live stream that actually works and blah blah blah. You know, that took some fiddling about and learning. So everything, it's all, you know, you get there in the end, don't you? Same way as with 3D printing, I'm going to be, you know, be a bit of a learning curve, but I'll get there. Looking forward to it. Dusan says, how is everyone doing this beautiful day? Epic Narrator says, that Dread. Right, I've got to shoot, mate. Great stream. We'll pop in again for sure, but I have a Calgar commission to paint. Thanks again for the shout out. You're very welcome, Epic Narrator. Speaking of Twitch, you need any help, give you a shout. Oh, handy. Alright, mate, yeah. I'm completely a noob, so like some proper insider knowledge and help and, you know, setting up how to do the basics even would be fairly handy. I've set myself a page, but yeah, that's about as far as I got. So I'll probably stream from here, Streamlabs. Not Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs. Yeah, it's Streamlabs. Probably stream from here, I presume. I hope. Mid-tone. Let's get some of that in there. This is drying out like a mother. Right, so we're getting a bit into these funnels. Tidy them up a little bit. Got some more edges around here that want tidying up a little bit too. There. That ladder needs work, seriously does. I've got to be careful too. I'm not going to put my fingers all over things I've done, which I am doing. Yeah, maybe put that down for a moment, let it dry, and I'm going to focus on this side, eh? Wet the brush. That paint's pretty much. Oh, yeah, we've still got a little bit of life in there. We might as well work till the paint's dry. I was going to say give myself a moment, but I will crack on. Angus Goodleaf says, it's good in lockdown hell. What is? How you doing, Angus? 17C. Oh, you're talking about the temperature where you're at. Everybody talking about. Got to prep the RTL stuff. Prep the RTL stuff, says G. Ah, yeah. So G's wondering whether he's going to stick all of this RTL stuff in one video or do separate ones. Depends how much detail you want to go into each miniature, I suppose. And what you really want to, you know, what you want to say about it. You know, are you going to just unbox it and give your thoughts on it? Are you going to construct it? Are you going to convert it? Are you going to talk about its conversion possibilities? Are you gonna, there's lots of things that you could go into, isn't there? And you might even want to paint it, so it's up to yourself. I often find them sort of things hard to work out for my own self, so I won't guide your hand on that decision, mate. I'll leave it to you. And good luck. Good luck. Right, so I'm going to go dark up the top of this ladder up here. Bring it down there. Bit dark up there and all. Bring it down. Got to get some in. Ah, Jesus. How did I miss the inside of that edge? I haven't even touched it yet with a brush. Jesus. Get in there. That. Oh, it's going to be filthy before long anyway, but I'd rather be filth over metal than filth over the wrong colour, yellow. The ladder is supposed to be this metal. Bit more believable. Let's get a little bit more of that mid-tone. Get on the edge of this side, because I've obviously missed that as well, haven't I? Yes, I did. So if I missed one side, I clearly didn't think about it, and I missed the other two. That's going to need another touch. Let's get some of that darker one on there. If there's any of it left without being dry. Yeah, in there. Funny angle, awkward angle. Thankfully it's mostly just rust colour underneath down that side. That's why I use the rust undercoat colours as well, because not only does it give me good reds and yellows over that brown, and also a nice sort of warm orc skin, it also means any areas I sort of miss or don't get into have got that sort of rusty colour anyway. So what was I after? I was after a bit more light tone, wasn't I? Oh, it's really drying out now. Oh, I'll be able to stop for a second. Oh, that's a bit bright. That's a bit bright. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. We'll just feather that now and stick a bit more down that edge there. Come on, yeah. Oh, just couldn't see it. Let's get some on that edge. Some on that edge. Yeah, better. Get some on that edge. Ah, jeez, it's drying out like a mad one now. There's not much on there, right? So there we are. That top edge on there, because it would reflect on there. Oh, I just can't wait to get these oils on. Like, I'm so excited to show a before and after oils hit, you know. That's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun just seeing them. You know what I mean? Just the difference of bright versus major super weird, you know what I mean? So, oh. Let's get some mid-tone. Mid-tone. Bash it off a little bit like that. And we're going to go in down. Just fix it up a little bit. Right. We'll stop in a little while and have a little chit-chat and whatnot. And switch to the wet palette for some colours, because I think fairly done with the metallics unless I start moving on to the other vehicles there, and I've got to do it on the cruiser wagon. Seriously, I've just stuck one base colour of the light silver on so far, so I've got a lot of fiddling about on that one to do, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I think I'd rather get this truck and that tank battle wagon, the Tiger tank battle wagon, get them ones to a stage of happy first. Yeah. It's Gary waffling about. Oh, drop a glycerin in. For the metallics. I don't have any glycerin. I mean, I've got acrylic thinner. I've got flow improver. Fluid retarder, that might work. Fluid retarder might work. I've got a lot of bits and bobs, artist style stuff. I don't have any sort of chemicals in the house though, Gary, because it's not like the States. I mean, you will not believe the arseache I had to get that much isopropyl alcohol. I had to jump through hoops to get that. Cost me like a tenner. It's mental, right? Because Ireland. But yeah. So yeah, right. Anyway, stop worrying about that. We'll stick that aside for a second. Right. Guess what? We've got a
she looked in my eyes and she said, son, I'm the one to bring you home. As we travel, everything seems to flow by in the strangest dream. I said, are we there yet? I'd like to know. She said, no, 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 no. And she looked in my eyes and she said, son, I told you I would bring you home. She smiles at me and she says, don't you know I am the one to bring you home. As we're moving up ahead.
And he's back. So, turn it down a little bit. So, anyway, I just noticed there that Gary was saying, where is it there? He uses oils mostly, get the tube spirit out a glob, add lots of turpentine and let it run down the surface for some cool effects. Yeah, mate. I've got some low odor thinners, AK1 and Dalaroni one. What I'm planning to do is basically just put it around the edges of everywhere, most of the panels everywhere, all around all the edges. Most of the things are going to get it, and I'll just wipe it away from the areas I don't want it. I am then going to do streaking effects and that. I've also got these oil brushes. I'll show you under here. 3 tones of that. Some rusty tones. So I got those as well. We've also got all the pigments to play around with. We've got some streaking effects, some enamel streaking effects and all of that as well. I just want to give it an overall wash to darken the whole thing up first, and then I'll go in and I'll do all the streaks and stuff. That's what I was thinking, unless any of you guys would recommend that I do all the streaks and stuff first and then but I think I'll undo a lot of work that way. I think it'll be easier to see the other way around, so I think. Also, there was, the music is fine and all, just not very orky. Well, I'm sorry. It's very limited as to what you're allowed to play on YouTube. You have to find stuff that you're allowed to play. It's copyright free. Been through this already. It's a bit of a problem on Dread Gaming, unfortunately. So, who else? Oh yeah, right. So talking about what you might start, new projects and stuff. People are talking about maybe starting Mega Track scrap jets and stuff. Marcus, hold off, wait, because the January challenge is just closing, and we're just about to announce a February challenge. And you want to maybe build something for that? I'm going to get involved. So yeah, get involved, mate. Right. So our next process is we move that palette away. We'll get the wet palette. Right, so I am going to move it onto the scene just for a little while I'll show you what colours we're going to go with. Oh, a bit sticky still. Right, and also that's not all that moist. Let's give that some more water. So I've got distilled water. That's what I use. Lift that up, give that a bit more. Boom. I'll put a little bit on the surface too, just to push around. I need where's my gluey thing, buddy? There it is. Glue spreadery stick. Right, so I'm just going to move that water around a little bit. Just flatten that out a bit. I've got a bit much in there and it's a bit creasy. Go on, stay down here. Corner don't like me. So I got a bit there, that's alright. No biggie, no biggie, it's fine. Right, anyway. Let's stop fucking about. Right, green. That's what I'm going to go with. The green that I've been liking to use. I'll show you just quickly. Like, I've got these Death Dreads, right? They're not in my force. I started painting them and I got to a stage where I used chipping effects on them and P3 paints. P3 paints do not respond to chipping fluid. They don't. And so I basically I put really cool rust effects on these dreads, and then I put the chipping fluid on, and then I went on with really heavy garish colours because I was going to go chipping them away, and it didn't work out. So I'll show you. So it worked. It did not work on the cans. Sorry. So there's one. He's stamping. So look how bright he is. He's got the Dread Wargaming colour, so I'm going to have to do a lot of this with oils and stuff to knock this all back. So I'm going to finish painting these, but this is sort of green I'm going for. These are the sort of base colours, and then it's going to go really, really worn and worn out. Show you the other ones quickly while we're at it. We've got an old school one. And got this one who's got a he's got a pirate face basically, and a piratey sort of claw. So he's a little bit more freebootery, that one. A lot of work to do on those yet. As I say, the colour's so garish because it didn't chip away. This lad here is the one that I have magnetised, so he's got the rockets, but he can also have whatever else you want to put on him really. So got the grot launcher, scrap launcher. But yeah, that's them. That's the cans, and then I've got a Dread which did respond a little bit to the weathering, but it also was. I was having to go really hard on it. I went super hard on it with a rather tough brush, and it actually pushed it back past the rust to the plastic in a few places. So I've ended up having to do some little touch repairs and stuff. I don't like the green on this one. The green on the other ones was nice. I hate the green on this one, so I've got to fix the green on this. Don't like it. But yeah, he's all right. He needs a lot of fixing yet. He's just got to a certain stage, and then I was just like, and I just chucked him in a box, and so he sat in a box for ages. But it sort of gives a feel for where it's going to go, kind of thing, with the paint scheme. So I need to keep hold of this up here because I'm going to try and find a green that's very similar to that green, which I'm fairly sure is this P3 one, and maybe there's another one up there that I'm missing. What have we got? Oh, I shake them up. So we've got worm green. No, Aeronautica. Might be that one. What's that one? Ordic, no, Ordic olive. Oh no, I've got two of them ones, have I? Oh, damn, I've got two of the same one. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do then. We'll go with that. Dooby-doo-doo. Right. Give that a good little shake. Now, if I'm switching over paints, metallics, when you've been using metallics, it's very important to, number one, change your water, number two, clean your brush, because those metallics, they're little metallic pigments, and they end up in your normal colour paint, and you end up with some weird shimmering going on and stuff. So just give your brush a little bit of a clean out. Nothing major, just a little brush around in the brush soap and a little wipe around on some tissue, a little dip in the water again a few times, just make sure it's coming off clean. Yeah, that one's fine. I'm never going to get that off around that rim there. I think that's actually paint chip away from the edge anyway, not so much silver paint actually there, it's just the brush itself. Give that a little swash around. This brush is fucketed anyway. I say that, it is sable, so I should care for it a little bit more than I am. It comes from an animal's arse, don't you know? Yeah. Don't forget that when you're licking your sable brushes. You're licking the arse hairs of some Russian ferret thing. Right, that's that. Cleaned. Right, sorted. So we're happy about that. Just going to pop over and switch my water out for some clean water. 2 seconds. And he's back. Oh, jeez. Pushed the lid on that and water went everywhere. You missed that. Haha, didn't do it on the camera. Sprayed everywhere though, all over my keyboard. Jesus. Sip of coffee. Right. Okay. Move that tissue out of the way. Crafting troll in the house. It says, what up, gits? So is this some rust bucket or fancy green? Will they be flashy and speedy as well? They're going to be flashy and speedy. They're going to be showy offy, but they're also going to have climbed out of the scrap heap, so they're going to be fairly dirty and rusty and worn. Right, let's get some green on there. Yeah, that was definitely the lighter green. At least I've established that. That's the light green. I'm fairly sure that that's the darker shade. Yeah, I am. I'm happy enough with that. So, put that away. Get the truck back. Just get the truck back. Oh. Fix all the green. Make it look pretty. I'm going to have to move the palette out of the way. I'll get some more on there. Oh, wrong brush. Boom. No, put that one over there so you don't keep fiddling about with it. There we are. So, I might have to change that music in a second, I think, so we're getting bored of that now, aren't we? I'm also deliberately going for bold greens because the skin colour green that I'm going for is very naturals. So I'm going, it's green with a sort of undertone of red coming up to a sort of a creamy green, whereas everything I'm doing on these is going the other way. It's more sort of up to a sort of a very brighty sort of, you know, containing some yellow type green. So let's decide how we're going about this. So we're going to go in the corners. Well, I'd say that's the light area, that's the darker area. Let's get a mid-tone between these two. Yeah, cool. So with that mid-tone, I'm just going to go straight in on this panel. Just give the whole thing a little coat of that mid-tone. Bit watery, that's alright. Sink in there. Do the same on that one as well. I think it's alright that we can tip that a little bit without it running. Yeah, we'll be alright. Let's get some on this. Right, cool. And then let's go into that darker one. Right, so under here. Just build up the shadow down there. Oh, that's a bit too blotchy. Oh, fuck. Fix it time, fix it time. There you go, boom, fixed. You have to act quick on those things. No problem. A bit more light tone up the top there. Just pick out the top of it, feather it down. Get a little bit of mid-tone, only a little bit. Just feather that down. I'm going on the dark one in a second. Just give that a rinse off. Much easier on this one because it's curved on the roof, so I know where I want the shadow and where I want the light. But gonna be a bit harder on the flat ones on the side there. Back into that mid-tone. I'll move that to where you can see it a bit better. I'll just play that, work that in a little bit. A little bit of the light one. Get some more of that actually. Another brush, one that's a little bit dry. Just tap it around a little bit. The transition should look a bit natural once that dries, I hope. Let's move down here. It's starting to dry up a little bit. Boom, bada boom, boom. Right, in with some. I might as well go for whether it's going to be light. So we go for this light tone, say across the middle there. And then the darker tone, let's get some, keep it wet. Get some darker tone down here, up here. And then we'll blend between the two. Bit more of that on there. And get a bit of that mid-tone on. Just in that area there. And in there. Dun. Something a bit like that. Needs feathering more there. Needs a little bit more of that light tone in there as it goes. Just really gently though. Right, what's people saying anyway? Bomb, bomb, bomb. G would say, says he'd love to join in. I'm presuming talking about the January challenge. Got got a lot of work on now. Okay. G says he was keen to scratch build a squig but didn't have clay etc to try it. Yeah, I was a bit late to the game, but then I was obviously I was judging it, so there's no point in entering anyway. I will do a squig off at some point. I've got loads of squigs to do as well. I haven't barely done any of my squigs. I've not really touched any of my squigs. I've got loads of squigs to convert yet. G says he'd be happy when he's got through the Ork range. Don't know whose smart idea it was to review the whole range. Haha. Well, there you go, you silly bugger. I could do the same. I've got the whole range pretty much, I think. I just don't have it in boxes anymore. It's all cut off sprues, so it'd be fairly hard and all mixed into drawers and whatnot, so it'd be very hard to find what you're after. Like, for example, I should show you one of my drawers. This is how it comes down in my place. So you got, oh Jesus, this is Ork boy heads with hats. They're just all mixed in. There's also Ork boy heads, there's freebooter heads, there's knob heads. Knob heads. It always tickles me. And there's more down there, I just can't see them because I've got stuff in the way. But yeah, I do be doing that. I do be doing it. Storing them all like that. I'm hoping that people are actually able, well, not able to see what I'm doing if I don't have it in the view. I hope people are able to see what I'm at. Right, so we're going on this panel then. So the light area on that's going to be in the middle again. Let's say around here, yeah. Get some of that on. Get a bit of the dark on up there, down here. I'm gonna need some more of that mid-tone made. Oh shit! Now I've got to mix it, haven't I? All right. There we go. Right. Yeah. Alright. See that? Just a blotch of each. Now I'm gonna just get another brush, spray it out a little bit, and just blend that in. Yes, I'm licking the brush. I am a brush licker. Oh, I can wipe it down now. I still need to lick it afterwards. All we're doing is just mixing them in, making them transist nicely. Oh, I'll change that music as well. I forgot I said that I'd do that. No. A little bit more of that. Why doesn't it like it there? I might have to go in for a bit more pure. It's not liking painting that spot there. How strange. No, I don't like it. Oh, it's going to have to be a light spot. Just there's a bit bright, no, isn't it? I wonder if it let me tone that down a little bit. Not liking that. I'll get some more of this on there. On the wet palette, some more of the light green. Because I've ended up contaminating it a bit too much. Let's just get a dab of it on there. Don't give it time to fucking just sit there and dry. Still that spot. Right, I'm going to have to let that dry. I'm going to have to let that dry and come back in over it. It's alright. It's a framework. It's something to start with. It's been a bit funny in that spot there. But yeah. Alright, so we've done those other greens there. We've got the one on the roof's pretty much dry. We've got this other one on the roof The big one. The big one. Alright. Let's get some of that dark in under where the shadows are. Under there. Across there. Music. Right. I'm on it. Sorry. Oh, actually, no. I better finish that quickly. Just get that on there. And also, I've got an awkward edge around here to get. Done it though. I managed it though. Legendary status achieved. That's right. That'll do for a start. We'll come in a minute and figure it out. Right. Okay. Music. Dooby-doo. Okay, what have we got? Wrong one, wrong folder entirely. Do. Royalty-free music, right, so this is going to be a right mix-up of all sorts of stuff. Select, open. There we are. It's different though. Different than what we had. Right, so where was I? I was in my green. In my green. Brush licking society. Right, so just getting some of that mid-tone in. Bring that round here. A little bit more of that dark one now again. What? Bit of that light one in there now. I'm gonna go across there like that. Gonna play like that, are you? Kinda. I can come back and reinforce that in a bit. Bit boring around that other side though. Give that a little bit of something special, I think, around that edge around there, although it should be dark, but just there maybe a little bit of light. Yeah, just let that dry there. Let's see. These panels are a bit more interesting. I've got a little bit of something going on these. Okay, what is people saying in the chat? We have got G, Marcus, Lev, The Gitman says they channeled the Gitman is up on YouTube. Oh, the channel you mean? Don't know when the first vid is going to be. Okay, well, let us know when it is, Gitman. What is your other name, Gitman? You're obviously someone from the community, I presume. What you're also known as. Oh, that's handy. That touched that just in the right spot there. Nice. Right, yeah, nice. Let's get some of that. Where are we going light and where are we going dark on that? We're going to go light down the bottom, because that's where it's going to catch the light. There. Mostly. And kind of there. Maybe a little bit there. Get a little bit of that darker tone in and stick it there, there. Tell you, I've been licking that brush non-stop. I'm getting a good bit of paint in my gob. I'll have green teeth before long. There we are. Just distort that out a little bit. Well, that's alright, I'll do. I'll leave that like that for now, I think. It's got some light and dark areas. Kind of where they ought to be, I suppose you could say. Possibly. Oh, I didn't do anything with that glyph yet. I've still got to do that, haven't I? Might actually be worth dropping some dark in that eye patch before I go any further with anything else on that. If I've got a little... I have got a little bit of black, haven't I? Right, hang on. I've got some on the wet palette. I'll do it while I remember. Oh, that's grey. Alright, that's grey. I want black. That's black. There we are. Something like that. Alright, no, that's dry, isn't it? Okay. Let's give us a little bit of black. What have we got? That'll do. Citadel base, a Baden black. That'll do then, sure. I need a little drop of it anyway. Should be finishing that green there, shouldn't I? But I'm distracting myself here. I haven't found this freebooter glyph to tap. Didn't really stop along that line, did it? I'll let that dry because I've got it in the right spot anyway. So, right. Where was we greening? Where were we greening? I'm licking the brush like a mad one now. Right, so let's get some. Oh, I need a little bit more of that dark one on there. Now, again, get a little bit of touch of that on there. There we are. The lids are down, lids are down. Good, good, good. Right, okay. A bit more of the Ionian green. Right, so on this panel here, we're going to be probably dark up the top here, down here. And then wash the brush. A bit of that light green across there, right across the middle. Just blend that in. Because that's wet enough. They are after all the two greens that we're blending anyway, so. Whoa, what's going on with the chat, man? Did you just see that? Just scrolled like a mad one. Crazy. So, Gitman, what is your other name? Let's see. Is it on there anywhere? Gitman, the channel is Gitman. Don't know where the fuck. No, I saw that already. Who is Gitman though? Who is Gitman? That's what I want to know. Who is Gitman? Already happy with that. Yeah, that says something a bit more. Needs to blend that corner down a little bit though. Still don't like touching over there, does it? There we are. Boom, out here. Just got to wait for that to dry before I can go doing anything more to it. Right, what other colours? So we've got the reds on there as well that we've got to fiddle around with. Might as well have a whirl at that. So, reds that I am using are Old Baron Red from Scale Colour. Let's get a bit of that on the palette. Okay. We're also using Bloody Red Game Air. That's nice. And Model Air Red. And also Model Air Ferrari Red. I'll show you in just a second how they look on the palette. Oh Jesus, why has that one done that? Let's get a bit of tissue and mop that up. Got all the gel stuff and not very much pigment will come out the top. Oh. That's more like it. Right, okay, on the palette, this is how it looks. This is the Ferrari, this is the red, this is the scale colour one, and this is the other one. So yeah. Okay, so I'll probably go thin enough so we can get some of that undertonage coming through. It's not focusing on that red very well. Looks naff. Looks much better in real life. I'll switch to left hand, by the way. I've just got to let that dry a little bit, and I can come back to that one. Essex says the truck's looking bang on. Well, yeah, it's got a long way to go yet, as you know, but yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. Go for that bright one across the middle of that. Post a link on the 40k Orc community when you get a vid up. Yeah, do that, Gitman. Gitman, what's your name, mate? Who are you? And G says he can't wait to do some painting videos again. Well, get on it then, mate. Don't talk a good painting video, get on a good painting video. Don't just talk the talk, my friend. Walk the walk. Dread can say this now because he's actually doing some. Otherwise, you could have all said, "Shut up, Dread, what are you even on about, mate?" But now I'm doing some, aren't I? So I can rub the salt in on everyone else. Be that horrible git that goes, "Oh, go on, get on, do some painting, go on." Positive reinforcement. Oh, almost went over the line. Almost, but didn't do it. Which makes me gangster. G knows all about that. Right, straight across the middle. Bit of that orangey tone. Yeah, boom. Just drop it on there because it's soaking in itself. Beautiful job. Boom. Yeah, nice. That's cool. You can't see it, can you? Just touching across the middle with that orange and it just soaking in, just nice. I'll say orange, that orangey red. Yeah, nice. Gonna have to let that dry a little bit before I can let it go in there with anything to darken up the edges on it. Oh jeez, I keep forgetting where the camera's at. I've got to do the wood in the back of the crate as well. There's this palette that I need to do more with, I'd say. I mean, what do you think of the palette colour? To me, it don't quite sell right yet. Still needs something. And this crate, I haven't painted this crate yet either, the wood crate. I think the floor, the rusty floor, just leave it as it is. I don't think there's any need to paint the floor in. All that rusty floor. Like, I mean, it's going to have other rusty tones added on it with pigments and stuff and dust and stuff. So, it's very little point. I mean, I could dry brush a bit of silver. What do you guys think? Do you think I should dry brush it a little bit of light silverage or? Well, I suppose it would be handy to paint it to some degree because the shadows that I've dropped in there with the I'll get it to an angle where you can see it with the light properly. The shadows that I've dropped in there with ink is fairly obviously crudely done. Even a light colour over that might well. Or even if I smooth that transition out with a brown. Well, I'll try it out on just a little bit. I'll get some of that rust paint in. Forgetting about my coffee as well. Oh, I'll give that rust primer a shake. I reckon I can maybe use that as a mid-tone. Or mind you, that's quite... No, maybe the other one. See what we got. Oh, that one's not even open. I don't think we've got a choice. Oh no, there is one up there that's open. Grab that down. That one. Right. Put a bit of this rust on the palette and see if we can do something with that I like. Oh Jesus, drive it. Just while I've noticed it, you know. Oh, hello. It's not got a pourer. There we go, right. Boom. Let's have a little look then. So what I want to do is be able to make you guys be able to see it too. There we are. God, Jesus, that's a real angle for me. Right, well, let's see. See what we can do. Is this any kind of a mid-tone? See. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. That hides that transition. Yeah. Beautiful, see? Yeah, that makes it look a bit smoother, so I can live with that just being rusty in there then, if that's like that. So, let's just touch that on that edge. Right, I'm going to need to see this a bit better myself. That hides that smudgy dark line then a little bit. Might have to go over another once maybe. Hides the sin though. I'll do the same on this side. Hide my sins. Shading's still there, it's just not so pronounced. That's better. Yeah, it's more hidden. And we get some of that colour in there as well, just to hide this yellow edge. Bit of overspray on the yellow happened. Trim that down a little bit too. Oh God, not this tune. Oh, no. No, no. Brack, morning Gits. Hello Brack mate, I was hoping you would pop in. Well, Brack mate, I'm gonna do the judging tomorrow. Well, my tomorrow, being the first on the competition. I'll make you a little video of me explaining my choices, and I'll send that over to you. So I'll record that tomorrow, and a little video explaining what the next one will be. So, oh geez, can you see that on the screen? It's going mad again. Yeah, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. So you'll see that, Brack. I'll send that over to you, but we'll have to chit chat on the old Discord, you and me. But yeah, I've already given you a good little shout out there, told everyone to come and subscribe to the channel if they want to catch the results and get involved in the next one and see the progress and all the rest. Right, don't lick that brown. Alright, so doing 9 things at once now, and I want to do this red up here before this red starts drying on my palette and stuff. Well, it's not going to dry, it's a wet palette. What am I on about? It's a bit warm in here though, to be honest. So that lighter one across that middle bit there. Well, there we are, getting some red on. I am so keen. I'm so Brack says that's a plan. Good. I'm so keen to get this base colouring done so I can actually then move on to these oils when they arrive. See, look, there they go on the roof. You can see the difference between the panel I've just touched up and the one I haven't touched. There you go. So it does make a difference. I can go back round on some of them green ones again in a little while, but yeah, again, you've got the sort of lighter top, darker bottom. Little bit of, you know, definition going on. I haven't touched this red panel down here yet, actually. We could do that one as well. So I'm going to go in with that red there, right across the whole thing. Pretty much. Try and keep off with the yellow paint. Work with the red. With this naft brush. Look at this naft brush, look. Let me show you how naft this brush is. Try using that to do and not have it end up flattering all over your bloody other bits. So yeah, give Dread some cred where cred is due, because this is a naft brush from GW. So when I manage to not get it all over the other paint, be fairly well impressed, my friends. Be fairly well impressed. Come talk on Discord after this, says Brack. I probably will, mate. I probably will. Be over there. I've got to fix myself some food. I've got to do that before long. Get myself some food in the old belly. But I just thought, seeing as I'm painting and people want to hang out, Roxy's in the house. Her work surface is like 6x3. That's pretty big. It's pretty big. My work surface ain't so small itself as it goes. Like, yeah. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I untwist it from there? No, I can't really. Can I? My desk space. The Dread desk. Like this is the keyboard drawer, but the actual desk. There's a PC there, and that goes right back, and then them units are on the desk too. So it's got a good bit of depth, and it's fairly long. You know, like it's big enough. It's not big enough for everything. You know, so I need. Oh geez, now I need to fix you guys' camera angle probably. What I do need is more space for work in progress. Really, work in progress things need more space because I've got places for all the bits and I've got places for all the paints and stuff. Although I couldn't really fit much more in paints wise because other than this behind me and a couple of really handy boxes underneath, we've got oh jeez, I don't think we're gonna. No, we can't get round there. Well, seen it before, I'm sure. There's a paint rack up there. 5 more of these racks. But I don't think I can get any more. But yeah, I need somewhere for work in progress stuff really, because it ends up cluttering around everywhere, and that's how it gets broken. Cool, that's horror music, innit? What's going on? This is just that royalty-free stuff that I downloaded off of Facebook after Steve-O and Dim were telling me, like, and Scar saying, like, you know, get some royalty-free stuff off of Facebook rather than keep running the risk it with the biscuit, you know. Right, give that a chance. That's a bit patchy, though, isn't I'll have to give it a chance to dry and then come back in on it. It's just a bit tide-liney with the, as you can see with the lighter stuff. It's because the lighter stuff's rather thin at this stage. I've got a bit of thicker stuff there. Yeah, why not let that sink in? Yeah, we'll let that sink in. We'll just leave that there. And we'll go in with that dark one, just to the edges. Like that. God, blimey, that red tastes funny. Yeah, just there and there. And we'll blend that down. There you go, that'll do. Oh, shit, that's a bit bright there. Still. Something a bit like that. Something a little like that. Yeah, Gitman. When you're not Gitman, who are you? Thanks, pal. Back me up. Who is Gitman? No, 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 Gitman. Roxy says, "Oh yes, the work in progress pile." Yeah, I've many a work in progress. But at the moment, I've actually got boxes, really useful boxes with vehicles in, and I've actually got an Orks in progress box as well, which I've really actually. I'll show this. This is really cool. So, so the vehicles one. Oh, well, actually, I say the vehicles one. Haha, I've got three. I've got 3 boxes of really handy boxes with vehicles in that are at various stages of part built and converted. But then the more impressive one, just because you know you should look at getting some of these really useful boxes. They're really useful, no lie. That you've got ones with organisers. So I've managed to do 4 stacks of organisers in this one. So this is the Orks in progress. So this is all the figures. See. So yeah, that's where they go. I need to get on with some of my Orks in progress. In fact, I'm itching to get on with this stuff. Just got to get my painted stuff done first, otherwise I've got nothing complete. So I've got to paint, and then I can get converting again. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to getting converting again. Mind you, for this February, I'm going to be able to do something for the conversion challenge. That's in the community. I'm going to enter that, so I can manage something for that. I'm sure I can, because you can do something big and do something small. Hello, Navani. How are you? Oh God, I'm spilling coffee all down my cheeks. Gitman says, "Oh, it's Jude Asprey." Oh, cool. All right, but don't start calling. Okay. All right, nice one. All right. Do you know, I'm going to write it down though, because I'll forget, and I'll be like later on. And I do have a little collection of Uzu written down, so because it's becoming difficult to remember Uzu. You know, there's a lot of people in the community, and they're starting out channels and whatnot. There you go, written that down. Right, yeah, stick up a video then. I'm looking forward to that, mate. Gitman and rob 'em. Nice. He might be threatening us with that Hitman comment. Yeah. Right, oh yes, we've got some red on the side here I want to do, didn't I? Alright, let's get our awful brush again. Let's Getting some that dark red up there. Bom, 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 bom. Let's get some of that dark red down there. This one's fairly well mapped out actually from before. Need to get some water on there though. Need to get some water on there. Get some of that mid-red there, there, there. I'm going to go super bright red. Across there. Ah, fuck it. Ah, fuck it. See what I've done? Do you see what I've done? Map it. Map it. God, it's quicker to lick it than it is to get it in the pot. Almost gone. Sorted. One more go. Sorted. Whoa, that was close. Right, so let's get this mixed. Get some water on the brush. Bum bum bum. That edge down there wants a bit of that too, and across there. Well, right. Touch into that dark a bit, get a bit of water again, bum, bum, bum. Come up here, get in that line. I'll go in that line because it's better to have the red in there than it is that yellow. We're going to go in there with some oil washes anyway, they'll touch that up. Just a touch in there. Oh, you daring little bugger, you. Yeah. Right, now we can blend between there and there. A bit more of that light one. Oh, stop licking the brush, mate. Stop doing it. Keep doing it. I want to keep that scratch touched like it was. Right. I need a bit more mid-tone in there. Kinda works. Needs a bit more light there. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Right. Where have? Oh shit. Oh no, there's no colour on the back. Thank God for that. I was like, oh, I forgot all about the back. Oh, I've got to do that skull white as well, or grey white. Some green there though. Forgot about that bit. Right, Hey, Steve-O still in the house? Steve-O, you still in the house, mate? Can you let me know? Because I want to ask a question. dark stuff in there. I don't know, I'll get a bit on the back of that as well. I can touch it there. There's only so many places I can touch this thing. It's getting complicated. There we go. And then in with the light one. Bum bum. Across the middle. Cool, that'll do for now. Right guys, how are we? 2 hours and 23 minutes, so we give it another couple of minutes and we call it off at about 2.5 hours, I suppose. That's fair enough, that's long enough. I'm going to probably be cracking on anyway, but I'll join you guys in Discord. Yeah. It's coming along, it's getting there. It's taking its time. As painting always does, doesn't it? You know, I want to get it looking nice before, like I say nice, like cartoon nice, in the sense it'd be very bright and vivid. But I want to get it looking alright before I then hit it with all these oils and stuff that I'm gonna. Poke. Piss off. Was the thing painted by Eldor or an orc? Piss off, mate. The tonage and stuff is all just for now. Like, it's going to get covered in oils. It's going to be well knocked back. So yeah, don't judge it on the brightness just yet. I know it looks like a cartoon at the moment. It does. I can see it. I'm looking at the screen. I'm thinking, yeah, it looks really cartoony. But no, it won't be. It won't be. It will. It will certainly not be when it's done. Look at the truck, the battle wagon down there. There you go. I did actually like this. It's very difficult to see some detail as well. Like with this white, there is actually already some wear and tear on that. Get the camera. No, it's not picking up the stainage. Yes and no. This frontage, by the way, is not wood. Roxy told me what that is. I forget what the name of it is, but it's like a clay stuff. So, what I'm thinking, I've actually looked it up and I've had to look at some pictures of it. So, I'll probably just paint each one of those red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, and just have them looking rather muted and dull. Because yeah, they would usually paint that stuff the same colour as the tank, so it's not wood at all. It's like a clay, anti-magnetic clay, to stop mines being stuck on the tank. Apparently, I've got some. I used some chipping fluid back here before I put the metals on. So I've rubbed that off, and we've got some chipping already gone on. Not anything major. It's just going to aid with the stuff that I do later. You know, that's the thinking. That's the thinking behind it. She's coming along. Oh yeah, got this turret bit I was going to get going. No, I might as well touch that up now while we're here, haven't we? We've got the green and we've got the red. That's just the yellow I ain't got out. Alright, let's have a little bit of the darker one. Oh God, you all speak at once, don't you? What's going on? Just like the underneath Dread. The underneath. The underneath ain't. It don't matter, mate. The underneath, I'm basing my vehicles. Done. Sorted. No worries about the underneath anymore. And that saves me on all of my conversions, scratch builds particularly. I mean, on my scratch builds, I used to bother to go to the effort of like panelling underneath and stuff. I'm not going to have to worry about any of that anymore. Won't have to worry. Do you still do Wednesday live session on your Discord? No, Marcus, I closed my Discord. I'm just encouraging everyone to go over to the 40k Orc community Discord because I'm relatively often frequenting that now. I'm on there quite regularly because I've got my head around it and I started figuring out how to use it, and I wasn't really using my own Discord, to be fair, so there's no point in having it, and you know, everyone's in the community, so there was no need. Just get everyone to the one place, better off. But I'm on there regular, so I'm going to be on there after tonight, actually. Go on there a bit. So join the 40k Orc community Discord, Marcus. Get in there and get chatting with the lads. We're in there quite regular. I say the lads, the gals too. Gals. And every colour and shade in between. We're very what's it called? Diverse, that's the word. Very diverse community. That's coming along. I need a bit more of that darker green, I'd say. Or I could touch a little bit. Do you know what? It don't have to be that dark green. I could use a different. Oh, mind you, I ain't got another one on here. On the desk. Oh. Here we go, in for a bit more of that then. No harm done. Stick that in. There we are. I need a little bit. I don't know why I got so much out. I'll just tap that on there anyway. There we go. Right. Oh, there we are. We're at the 2.5 hour mark. So I'll just finish up what I'm doing. Right. Sorry I wasn't particularly on the entertaining front tonight, guys, but I was just painting. You knew what you were getting when you clicked into the video, hopefully. Still frozen, says Rivets. What's frozen? Oh, your chat froze. The chat has been doing some weird stuff, man. The chat keeps going on my screen, and I think on the video that plays back, they're going to get some mad, weird training of, because it kept doing that for me. The comments were going flying past. So what's going on? So yeah, a bit difficult to read. Essex says the chat is forked his end as well. That's annoying. Well, it's alright. We're getting to Discord, guys, alright? So Dread's going to wrap up, and we will get on in the Discord, alright? So don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the War Bosses of the Apocalypse February episode. It's a good one. We're talking about our army list. It is post points changes. I can quickly tell you that my points change compared to the list that I talk about tomorrow on the show, the only difference is that I can squeeze an extra Death Copter in if I get rid of the 2 big bombs that I had on the 2 Death Copters before, because I've saved some points on the big mech and the big shooters. So where I saw those extra points, I was like, well, if I just drop those big bombs, then I can have an extra Death Copter. So that's what I've done. I've just chucked an extra Death Copter in. So that's why, at the moment, on a Dread desk, we've got the original 2 that are garishly painted at the moment. We've got red and yellow. And now we've got this one that needs to be the green one. So red, yellow and green. Little Deathcopter's easy enough. So yeah, we'll crack on with them as well. They're not yeah, no, actually, yeah, they're part of the 1500 point list, but this the Cromlech Flyer is not. Is that one and the Fighter Bomber, which I'm running as a burner bomber, they're in the 1500 point list. I mean, the 2000 point list even. Still got a long way to go on him. It's just base coloured red, and that's it. But yeah. Check it out, the new episode on the War Bosses tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. And don't forget to check out Brack for the updates on the competition. Don't forget to get involved in the February competition as well. So, alright guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Enough said from Dread.